globe. I welcome you to bystanders at the newsstand this morning. My name is Kolade Folari Kajeshpris. Yes, today, 8th April 2024. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate all our Muslim brothers from across the globe. Today is the last day of Ramadan. And some people have started observing the holidays from today. And I know that it's going to be a wonderful time. All our prayers, all our supplications will be answered by Almighty Allah. We say God will continue to give us all the strength to continue to forge ahead in all areas of our faith. Today, 8th April 2024. Yes, I'd like to start newspaper headlines this morning with the Nation newspapers. The major headlines in the Nation newspapers this morning says, Central Bank of Nigeria steps up measures to strengthen Naira against dollar. Apex Bank sells Forex to BDCs at 1,101 Naira per dollar, using dollar as security for Naira loan ban. Yes, that's the major headlines for the Nation newspaper this morning. And also, in the Nation newspaper this morning, the minister, the special advisor, the special advisor to the president on policy coordination and head of Central Coordination Delivery Unit, that's Mrs. Bala Usman, says federal government deploys apps to monitor ministers' performance. Federal government deploys app to monitor ministers' performance. That's in the Nation newspapers this morning. That will be all that we'll take for the Nation newspaper this morning. Let's go to the Platform Times. NNPC faces $3 billion backlog on fuel payment. NNPC faces $3 billion backlog on fuel payment. That's the major news headlines in the Platform Times this morning. Court remands Emefiele for abuse of office. $4.5 billion, 2.8 billion naira fraud. And there's a picture of Emefiele here at the court premises in Lagos yesterday. Better Edugate. EFCC recovers 30 billion naira, probes 50 bank accounts. That's on the Better Edu issues. EFCC recovers 30 billion naira, probes 50 bank accounts. University of Ibadan students lament deteriorating living condition despite hike fees. Despite fee hike, University of Ibadan students lament deteriorating living conditions despite school fee hike. That's in the Platform Times this morning. Police foil plot to disrupt Eid celebrations in Kano. Police foil plot to disrupt Eid celebrations in Kano. We quickly go to the Vanguard newspapers this morning. The major headlines there has to do with the banking, the Forex, which says, woes for Forex dealers as CBN cut BDC rate to 1,117 naira per dollar. 1,117 naira per dollar. That's the major news headline in the Vanguard newspapers this morning. Yes, right up in the newspaper, in the Vanguard newspaper, it says how Shaibu's quest to stop impeachment led to his ouster. Omobayo, 38, sworn in as deputy governor. Yes, Sultan declares tomorrow Idil Fitri. Sultan of Sokoto declares tomorrow Wednesday Idil Fitri. Yes, 2 killed as men in military uniform pick Jakrik Igberi Papa. He was arrested by other security agencies. That's according to the Nigerian police force. That's the Vanguard newspaper this morning. In the Vanguard newspaper, there's another side to the story of these Okwama killings. There's a new report there which says Okwama March 14 killers wore military fatigues. That's according to eyewitness. That's in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Before I leave the Vanguard newspaper, I'd like to look at this headlines which says oil for cash loan. Nigeria to get $1 billion from Afri-Exim Bank. Nigeria to get $1 billion from Afri-Exim Bank. That's the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Yes, I'll go to the Salient Times. Says mixed reactions trail Philip Shaibu's impeachment as Edo deputy governor. History will judge you harshly. Shaibu blasts Edo Assembly over impeachment. I'm learning on the job. I won't drag power with Obaseki. That's the newly sworn-in Edo deputy governor. Stakeholders approve transition committee for Labour Party. That's in the Salient Times newspaper this morning. Yes, I'll quickly go to the final paper that we're going to be reading this morning, and that's the blueprint. The blueprint says, fresh crisis. That is 9 days to PDP neck. Fresh crisis hits party as 60 reps demand Damagum sack. Fresh crisis hit party as 60 reps demand Damagum's sack. With few days to Salah, federal government flags off 42,000 metric tons of grain distribution. That will be all for the newspaper headlines this morning. Yes, I want to say once again, a very big thank you to all our viewers and all our reviewers from across the globe. I thank you for all your support. I thank you for everything that you have been doing. Yes, Mr. Anthony called from Germany yesterday and appreciates all that we have been doing. He says I should say hello to all the reviewers and all the crew of bystanders at the newsstand. And he promises that soon they will do something tangible to make sure we have a nice time. Thank you very much, Mr. Anthony from Germany. Yes, I would like to have our first reviewer for today, Mr. David.
Good morning to you and to all our viewers all over the globe. Good morning to you, the anchor, Mr. Kolade.
Yes.
A very wonderful morning.
Yes, thank you.
Happy holiday.
Yes, happy holiday. What do we say? Ramadan Kareem?
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you very much. Yes, yesterday there was a news making rounds on this Calabar Lagos Rail project. Unfortunately, you weren't around. I was preparing to ask you this question because I know you are from that region of the country. Atiku has said this project is not transparent. Do you have an idea? What's your take on it?
I think now the issue is Atiku or the presidency. When a project is being assigned, and the federal government should know how much has been budgeted for that project. I understand the angle where Atiku is asking the government to be transparent. You cannot just award a project without Nigerians not knowing the cost budgeted for that particular project. If the budget has been inflated, nobody knows. And then Atiku also came out to say that contract was awarded to Tinubu Ally. That there were no contractors were not giving room to bid By so doing, we know the implication of that. That if a government in power, fine, I am not saying don't give contract to your political ally. Give them, but let Nigeria know how much that project is being awarded. And then for those in civil service, it is. I think the present government will come out along the line and tell Nigerians that that project cost about 30 billion, because you've not published the amount in which this project would the project has been executed. So that is the reason why we've seen so many persons like Obi condemn it. Like, before you award project contract, let Nigeria know the cost of that project, which company is handling that project, and now the company has been traced to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, one of the colleagues. Government doesn't work that way. Give that contract to your colleagues. Tomorrow that project would be abandoned. Let me take you back to history. OBJ awarded Lagos Ibadan express road to this lawyer.
By Courtney,
Yeah,
Wale Babalaki.
yeah. By Courtney, Wale Babalaki. Did they eventually complete that project? That is your issue. You are not giving that project just for political patronage, because this person supported me during my campaign. So he's not supposed to be so at all, and that is the problem we will always have in Nigeria. Along like now, you'll be surprised that after 4 years that road might not be completed, and then nothing will be done to that contractor, because it's not for the government.
Atiku has said in some of his statements, in his statement, that why start that project from the Lagos end? Why not start from the Calabar end? Does that have anything to do with the road construction?
Mr. Kolade, truth be told, it is obvious. Most of us here in this country, we condemn how Buhari style of governance, how Buhari has been unpicking, giving juicy portfolios to the northerners. How Buhari was busy developing north. We condemn it. We were not in there. Northern governor. Now, Yoruba government. Look at all the juicy offices, key positions. Yoruba men are now in Lagos. Majority of the projects, Tinubu just packed all the old Lagos boys down to Abuja, and then he's busy giving them projects, giving them this thing. I don't think the southern part of the country, the southeast and south, are now witnessing any development. Look at the maintenance of Terminal Bridge. That one is a work on movement. Lagos Abeokuta Expressway. I will name some other projects that have been initiated in this Lagos, and which so many persons have come out to say Lagos alone is not Nigeria. Lagos alone is not Nigeria. For the fact you are from Lagos does not mean you should concentrate all development should be channeled to Lagos.
No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying if construction is going to start, it will start from our end.
I get your point, but me, I have diversified. I'm saying something else.
Okay.
If construction is about to start, just like what Atiku said, let it start from the Calabar end. Also, what's
the difference if it starts either from the Calabar end or from the Lagos end?
The Calabar end, the difference is that place, they are no federal government presence.
Who says?
Who says? It is not who says. It is what I know.
That there are no federal government presence.
Tell me one.
Calabar.
Tell me one.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that Calabar used to be the former capital of Nigeria. From 1999 till date, there are no federal government presence there. Their roads are not motorable. It is somewhere. This is a region I apply most times. So nobody will tell me what is happening there. Go to Calabar to road. That place is a death trap. People now use canoe People travel from Akwa Ibom to Calabar via canoe because the road that links Calabar to Uyo is not motorable. I start to be corrected anytime, any day. Shebi in this Lagos, you still see federal government presence, but come to the south, come to Akwa Ibom, no federal government presence. And one thing again is that why has the federal government refused to develop Ibaka deep seaports?
Because one of the when Bayo Onanuga, special advisor
to the president
and strategy, was saying, looking at how economically viable the Lagos port is and how much money comes from the Calabar port, it is better to start the construction from Lagos so that it can even aid businesses and improve the nation economically. That's why they are starting from the Lagos end for that project.
Sir, I don't buy to that idea. To me, I think that is a tentative statement that needs to be proven by Bayo or Onanuga, and that to me that is a fallacy. Because in the first place, do federal government have intentions of developing Calabar deep seaports? No. Yes, I know, because knowing fully well that if that seaport is being developed, our brothers from the southeast and from the south would not travel down to Lagos to transport to clear their goods anymore. That is the only thing. Just because you want Lagos to be above the other states, that is it. That is it. Because today, yes, if seaports start working in Calabar, an Igbo man will not want to come to Lagos State to clear his goods. Surely Calabar is very close to the southern eastern pass. Why don't you make that port functional too? If truly you want development.
Okay. Like what you said earlier, that when government start project like this, they do not finish it. Is it because you are scared that when he wants to get to Calabar, the project will have been stopped halfway, that you are looking at it being started from?
Mr. Akade, you are just in the spirit. Look at now. Let me give you a clear example. Is the issue of Lagos State, Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Now, I don't think this project started from this Lagos end. That project would have been completed. Do you know? But the project started from Ibadan. Now look at that Ibadan end. It has been completed some years back. So along the line, the project paused. Government said there was no money to pay Julius Berger to go back to site. So from that end, people coming towards that route enjoyed their better roads now compared to people traveling to Ibadan. So if that project, just like what he said, if that project starts from Calabar, at least it will bring in development into that state. Lagos is a developed state already. And Lagos is a semi-developed state because Lagos is not developed.
Okay, let's look at it from this angle too. That road has been there since 1999 that we entered this democratic dispensation. Do you think with what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done, we should not give him kudos for it? Because Yaradua came, they didn't do it. Okay. Obasanjo came, they didn't do it. Yaradua came, Jonathan came, Buhari came, they didn't do it. But now that Tinubu has approved it, does the federal government not deserve accolades for it in the first place, instead of chastising and beginning to ask the government one question or the other about the project?
The truth is, federal government and the Tinubu-led administration does not deserve any kudos because you only approved. The project is not done. Let me see it with my two eyes.
Yes,
No. So see, there are two different things. Approved, job completed. Then I'll give kudos to him. But you can come out merely to say I have approved it. We've seen thousands of projects being approved but not being executed. So what would you say to that? The project is, let the job be done. Let me see it. This job is done. Then I will see I can applaud the president. It is easier said than done. You can always come on here, blab, make give juicy promises, and then nothing will be done. Student loan that was being signed. How many of the students can now access the loan? Traders money that's under Buhari. Buhari said traders money. There are people who get the money. How many persons get the traders money? How many persons get market money? During lockdown, they promised us stipend. Government said they were giving us common palliatives. The government were coming online to boast that see palliative will be given to the ordinary Nigerians. Did we get those palliatives? See, the government themselves are making us not trust them. Because if government has been doing the needful, I will not have any epitome of doubt again in me. But see, if today government will say different things and then do different things, government continue to lie and then spread propaganda. That is the issue. So until when that road is being completed, that is when I will give kudos to the president. No, now, president can still approve and still share the money among the chronics. It is possible. So not be looking for Nigeria.
Some people are of the notion that Atiku is just fighting this government because he didn't eventually win the presidency. That he should face his business and let the president do what he wants to do.
Those people saying that they don't mean well for Nigerians. Atiku is a Nigerian. Every Nigerian has the right to criticize whosoever government in power. Let's not forget Tinubu to criticize Jonathan government. So everybody has rights. Forget that Atiku won an election or lost election. The issue is that as a Nigerian, do you have right to criticize the government constructively? Atiku did not say Tinubu is a foolish man. He said, let that contract be transparent. Let's know the company you gave it to. Why are you hiding? Why is everything being done under secrecy? Before you award contract, which construction company did you award it to? You saw how Better Edu awarded contract to the Minister of Better Edu awarded contract to the Minister of Mr. Interior.
No, not to the minister, to his company.
To his company.
The company that he was a director before he resigned.
He was a director
before he resigned.
Yes. Now, have you ever read the public service handbook?
I've read it. I know what the public service is.
So what does it say?
You must not be a director in a company. You must, when you are in
must
a
not,
political position.
Okay.
Yes, sir, but
and
you see
that's
issue.
You've not committed it. No.
Okay, you complete it.
You must not also lobby for contracts.
You must not also lobby.
So what did he do?
Wait.
Sir.
No,
what did
let's
Mr.
Let's be sincere in this area.
He didn't lobby for the contract.
He was no more a director in that company.
He was
no more a director in that company.
Accepted.
But
who influenced the contract? Who influenced the contract?
Who influenced the contract? Did you bid for the contract?
Who influenced the contract?
Who will influence the contract? The company is existing.
So
because they are former director.
Who is the face of the company?
Do you think because they are former director? Wait, let's get this straight. No, let's get this straight. I am not arguing with you.
No.
I just want Nigerians to understand what you're saying. So when a former director of your company has been given an appointment by the government, does that mean the company should die?
I am not saying that company should die.
Because I know there are new directors
I am taking
there.
you back. My conclusion is that if you're in public service,
yes,
you don't lobby for contracts based on your influence.
You don't use your contract. He never lobbied for the contract.
What do you expect him to say?
No,
you will not. No, but money transferred into his private account.
Into his private account or the company's account.
What money did Better Edu yesterday? Better Edu name him as one of the accomplices that EFCC should also investigate
him.
Now, if so, why can't Minister of Humanitarian Affairs award me that contract?
Did you bid for it? Did you bid for it?
Let it open.
They throw it open.
When was that?
They throw most of this
Throw
things open.
what open?
Even if we know
Throw-
the way it works, they throw it open.
They throw it open.
But
So
even if
I
we
like
know
your
the
assessment.
way it
Even
works.
if we know the way it works,
But
so
they still throw it open.
sir, indirectly you are saying that the current minister of Interior, Wale Ojo, is guilty because Wale Ojo himself influenced that contract to be given to his company. Truth be told.
Okay.
There's no two about it. and now, that alone, he has gone again contrary to the public servant handbook. And that alone, he should resign and then leave the office. See, that is how a country would not go. Our Nigerian, we hope today will not be a better Nigeria if we start awarding contract to our political ally. Buhari did it. Yorubas condemned him. But now, the same Yoruba man is doing that. No, some Yorubas are speaking up, while some are mute. Let's not forget that Buhari was in this office giving juicy portfolios to the Northerners. Some Yorubas they were against him. But now, Tinubu, sir, check all the juicy offices in Nigeria. They are all Yoruba. Is Nigeria only Yoruba nation? Nobody saying anything about it now.
Nigeria is not.
No, because when Buhari did it, the whole world was basically say Fulani country. We Nigerians, everybody condemn it. So now, if Tinubu is giving publicity for juicy offices to the Yorubas, let us same energy we use to condemn Buhari. Let us use same energy and condemn Tinubu too. So if my own tribe man, Calabar man, does that, I will condemn him too. That is how Nigeria will move forward. Thank you,
Mr. David. Thank you.
Yes, I did.
Thank you for coming.
Come,
No, thank you.
No, make it come.
No.
Okay, what did you say? When Jonathan did that, and a certain region that happens to be our brother under Jonathan government said, these Yoruba people did not vote for you. Go and look for one position post you will give them. We were to take chief of staff to Jonathan there, but he said, these our people from the southwest did not vote for you. Our people from the southeast said so. I don't need to hide words. Nobody condemned that. And they said, okay, go and give them agriculture because they know how to farm. And that was why they could not even pick any political. Wait, because when you come here, you say things, you need to be able to verify it. When they now say, okay, give them agriculture. And agriculture now, they want to give to Yoruba race. They could not see any viable Yoruba man on grants. And they went for a diaspora, which was Akiwumi Adeshina. So we youths, anything we say here, we need to go back to the drawing board. And what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And under Jonathan time, what are the positions they gave to Yoruba people? Because they said Yoruba did not vote for them.
So this is the time for Yoruba to pay back.
No, it's not like paying back.
So.
As I'm speaking to you now, one of the juicy posts, which is Minister for Labour, Minister for Works, is one of the
What
juicy.
do you mean by ministries being juicy?
It's juicy because the allocation they push into that ministry. Do you know, as Umahi is spending trillions upon trillions to develop all this, all this coastal line, all this road. And you know what? Until we stop hiding under the tribal bigotry, that is when
no matter the ministerial position you are being given, your first primary assignment is to work. I don't understand.
It's working. Yeah,
Nigerians need to understand what you mean by being juicy. Is it juicy for your pocket or juicy for the people?
When you're talking of juicy, what's it called? Juicy cabinet, juicy, what's it called? Department portfolio. It comes with a huge amount of budgets, right? And it comes with, a good, what's it called? A good remuneration, right? To back it up. And as it is, all these departments you are seeing, they are higher I mean, they are grade by grade, right? They are grade by grade.
So do you mean
one is more superior to others?
Do you mean the Ministry of Agriculture? Look at the way Akinwumi Adesina handled the Ministry of Agriculture that time. He handled it very well. That it became one of the best ministries at that time. But I won't believe that's not a juicy position.
It was Akinwumi is a single-handedly picked, not Yoruba race. And I'm telling you, I think you are a journalist. You should be aware of the event I'm talking of. That was what led to rebel against Jonathan. I'm telling you.
I'm first and foremost a Nigerian.
Where is Nigeria? Where is Nigeria? There's the diversity in the country. I said you want to be hiding the truth.
Hiding what?
There is a diversity in the country already. All what is going on your platform? Wait. What is going on your platform here? You know there's a lot of diversity on this platform. Are you aware of it?
No.
I think you're reading the comments. You're reading the comments.
When you come,
you're a journalist. When you say I don't like a journalist that will be
no. I'm not like. Why would I hide and seek? You don't pay me.
Yes,
you don't feed
but I'm
me.
telling you the truth.
But the truth of the matter is that
even on this platform,
we
there's
should not
diversity.
continue to call all wrongs can never make a right.
All wrongs can never make a right.
Yes, that is what I want you to understand.
It is the way the guy likes to appoint his cabinet. So when you serve, you can go and contest and win the election and contest your own parliament.
Okay, in summary now, Mr. Kula said everybody has the right to choose himself. Yes. So let Nigeria continue to do that. So that in case, let's make this for a future reference. So in case a Fulani man gets there tomorrow, nobody should complain that the man is speaking only Fulani, because we've seen people coming out to support that. See, it's a welcome development according to our people here. So let Nigeria continue to go like this, so that because the way Nigeria is heading into doom failure. Because if you believe that only people from your tribe are competent, you don't see anything good in another tribe. It shows Mr. Kule here, under Buhari for good 8 years. He condemns Buhari appointment. He condemns Buhari appointment. He condemns Buhari
by saying he has right to do whatever he wants to do.
Yes.
That was what and I said all wrong.
He has the right to
for good 8 years.
Will you bring a betrayer in your cabinet?
He never said anything about Tinubu's appointment.
Can you bring a betrayer in your government?
Tinubu appointment is good. Appointment is good because it's in Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Mr. David.
Sir, let Nigeria continue to tow this path. I know one day destruction, sir. Destruction is coming. Destruction is coming. Destruction is coming.
Can we mute his mic? Can we mute his mic, please? Mr. Ralph.
Somebody give me an
Mr. Ralph, yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Like David said,
yes,
let Nigeria continue like this, that Nigeria is heading to doom.
No, we don't believe that.
I don't believe that, but see what I believe. Let Nigeria continue like this so that Nigeria will be what? Disintegrated. If Nigeria disintegrates, that's when we will get it right, because there will be much competition. Are you listening to me? Yeah. So from this junction, I want to appreciate our viewers who are constantly, watching us every day. You are viewership because you are watching. That is the reason why we are excelling. So somebody like Hope, Engineer Hope Iyamu, High Chief OJ, G-Wagon, Efe, Kenneth, all of you guys that are watching every day, Modesty, Mr. Sass, all of you, I am greeting you guys. Obire, Ebuka Okafo, Tunde Okafo. All of you guys, I'm saying kudos to you guys. Voice community, Mukaila, Adedeji, Taiwo Lawal, Taiwo Dunlade, Omo Oduduwa, Mr. Charles. You guys that all over the world watching us, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you, Mr.
Yes, the federal government has designed a new app to monitor performances of ministers.
That is laughable. Excuse me.
Why is it laughable?
It's laughable. Ask me why.
Why?
We needed money. We need our economy to be okay. That app they developed, someone has siphoned government, siphoned money. That app developed cost money. That is from angle where they will be stealing money from government purse. Developing app, is that what we need in this time? This point in time, Kola, we need something that will build the Nigeria economy so that people will be coming to this country to invest. We need investors to come. We need to at least create establishments whereby youths will be employed. We need something like opening the border so that rice and other essential commodities will be coming in. I want to shock you. A carton of turkey chicken that cost 8,000 to 9,000 before, do you know how much? 95,000 naira. A kilo of chicken is now 4,500. A kilo of turkey is heading to 8,000 naira. Are you listening to me? Developing app to monitor ministers. Why? Do you know why? Obuma Adekwekama Fenazu. Should I translate?
Please do.
He that cuts machete, he that uses machete, anytime you see somebody raise machete, why are you creating app to monitor ministers? It's because you don't trust yourself. Let alone trust somebody.
This app is not for them to use to monitor. This app, you can download it via Google Play, via Apple Play, Apple Store,
And know the activities of
and
ministers.
know the activities of the minister. Anybody in the comfort of his bedroom can know and monitor what these ministers are doing.
Thank you so much. Can we monitor the accounts?
You can. That's part of it.
Account, personal account of ministers.
Personal
How
account
money
of the ministries.
wait.
Of the
The
ministries.
way where money they take waka go into the account. We go monitor them too, abi? Ogakola.
Yes.
We need money now. Nigerians are facing hardship.
Yes.
Kola, I think you should have asked me that. Mr. Raphael, when we celebrated Easter, federal government did not dole out incentives in billions. But this Salah, haven't you read how much federal government spent? Thank you. On Salah celebration now. For Salah celebration,
There were palliatives given during Easter period.
I was not giving.
Yes, you were not giving.
I was not
okay,
giving.
will you be giving this one too?
I don't know. All I know is that government spent billions, so I follow it up on this Salah.
Even Easter they did.
And again, oh God,
They did.
Did you get?
Yes, at
Salah?
home a lot of people got. That are my families that I got report from. I did not ask for it, so I did not bother to go and
I
ask.
did not get. My neighbors did not get.
Yes. But it did mean the federal government.
In the neighborhood.
Even this one for Ramadan, you know, some people will still not get.
Well, anyway, what I saw in front of Deputy Governor's house marveled me. They came in with hand carry. You know hand carry?
Yes.
All those small bags.
Yes.
They loaded it with rice. Do you understand? It was given to people. It was given to people.
This
That was
morning.
during this
During
the
Easter.
start period. I didn't understand. That one I applauded Deputy Governor
Of Lagos State.
of Lagos State, Hamzat.
Hamzat.
I gave kudo to him. He was giving it to youths, everybody. Then the houses that are guarding the compound, and many women. I didn't understand. But the language I understand there when I was, watching was those members, those people are members of APC. That's why they don't get it right. They can only give it to their party members. They can't give it to another person unless we work hard within the party. I don't know what I understand. So what we're supposed to be doing now, let commerce and industry pick up in Nigeria, both south and north. We shouldn't be just developing app to monitor somebody. Who is monitoring me? They should have developed app to monitor the office of presidency. App, Nigeria is supposed to know the kind of how many quantity of crude oil is sold this month. they're supposed to develop an app so that we monitor it in our bedrooms. So tons, metric ton of crude oil sold in the month of January, February, and so on and so forth. Not monitoring the ministers. The way you monitor, they should monitor you too. This could have been the best app ever, so that we know how much we realize in a month from crude oil.
So what you're
It's
saying,
an oil economy.
even if the monitoring is transparent enough, is not what we need now.
No, it's not what we need.
Why did you say it's not what we need
now?
Because at least it's a step. It's a step further.
No, wait. You can never outrightly get something correct from monitoring this. One is that transaction is going on as I'm talking to you now. You transfer money to my account. It is when I tell you someone did this, you will know. See, even Treasurer's report, I'm the only one that is entitled to get Treasurer's report of how my money transaction went on within my account and another person's account. So what we need now is that see women, see people begging on the street of Lagos. Let something peak. Let the economy peak. Development of that app, go money. They spend a lot on irrelevant things. There are things needed to be done. Not development of app. Somebody suggested it so that he will make money. I'm a Nigerian, I know. And the other person has made money. Bag of rice is 80,000. The border between Chad and Borno State is open. The border between Katsina and Niger is open. Why closing Lagos own, closing Calabar own, and the rest of the southern Nigeria? What kind of wahala is that? Open this border here, you will see. Turkey will come down. Tomato will come down. Chicken will come down. Chicken. A carton 95,000. Jesus Christ. End of time. Closing chicken collar, a carton. That's why I call her. As you see me, I'm working towards what? Disintegration of this country, so that everybody will go. Biafra is coming. That dream has come alive. In fact, let me tell you, if we could take what Simon Ekpa is saying serious, Kola, Mr. Kola, December, emancipation of Biafra will come. We are tired. We are not getting good results staying together. Look at what David was arguing here. He's right. Because Buhari was there. He employed Fulani. His cabinet, Fulani. Adamu, Minister of Education, Fulani. Adamu, the one that worked out on both international diplomatic calls when he was talking to the students during ASU strike issue. During ASU strike issue. Have you forgotten? Adamu walk out on everybody. Imagine that type of man, kind of man. A Fulani man. 96 office positions, public agencies were occupied by the Fulanis during Buhari regime. Now Tinubu has come. North is not happy. The Northern Elder Forum, they are not happy. They say that Tinubu did this, Tinubu did that. When Buhari was there, what did the Northern Elder Forum say? This time around, Tinubu is favoring his kinsmen. Yes.
What's your take on the fact that if an Igbo man becomes president, he will favor
He will never do that. If he does that, I will condemn it. No, I will condemn him. Because he will employ Igbos where Igbos are good. He will employ Yoruba where Yorubas are good. He will employ Hausa where Hausas are good. Good quality. It is interwoven so that we come out with good results. Why should Obi become president? Igbo will be everywhere. Kule will not run mad.
Okay, yes. Let's come grassroots a little. There are insinuations that when a Yoruba man or somebody who is not Igbo goes to Igbo land, wants to do business, wants to buy property, that the Igbos do not outrightly sell these properties to them. Like they buy properties in Lagos and they can buy for a lifetime.
I'm telling you.
They said Igbos do not sell landed properties. They do not sell land
they don't
to
play
outsiders.
With land.
So now, when you say they don't play with land, and you come to other places like here, Igbos come to the south like here, and you can have access to buy properties, you can have access to buy land, you can have access to buy this, buy that, and do your investment.
Okay,
if we look at it, if we compare it, don't you think the same thing will happen when we get an Igbo presidency?
See, listen. Igbos, if you go to Eastern Nigeria,
Yeah.
the first place you will meet is that Niger Bridge.
Yeah.
The other side is Delta and the Igbos as well.
Yes.
The entrance into Igbo land is Onitsha Bridge.
Onitsha, yes.
As you are descending from the bridge, by the left is called Obosisi, that's timber shed. That timber shed, from that timber shed, enter River Niger is owned by Odetola.
Odetola.
I'm telling you, if that is a Yoruba name.
Yeah, that's a Yoruba name.
Thank you so much. He collects tolls, his kinsmen. I know the guy, they collect tolls as far back as 1988. I was a young boy, sometimes we follow lorry, go packing those trade, lumps now.
Yeah, yeah.
Timber. We carry with lorry, we go as a kid. He was my friend. He was collecting toll. Odetola bought that land before the war. Oga, go to Enugu, Yoruba get property all over Enugu State. Go to Port Harcourt, Yoruba get property in Port Harcourt. See, Igbos are selling land. Igbos sell land to anybody. If you have money, go and buy. The reason why strangers like Yoruba are not many in Igbo land is that they are afraid. They say that Igbos are eating human beings. Yes. See, let me tell you. See, if Yoruba man is bold enough, he would have bought everywhere in Nsukka now. I know many students in the UNN in Nsukka that are from Yoruba extraction. They are my friends. Oga, Fachanu, if that is Yoruba name, Fachanu, Adewale or something like that. I allowed him, I welcomed him into our compound in Nsukka, off London. We had house there, I'm from Anambra. My uncle built like 4 buildings there. Upstairs, duplex at the back and bungalow. He slept with me. I attended to him in 1989. He's from Ibadan.
Okay.
He was speaking this thing. Spoil watch.
That was the insinuation. So yes, I just wanted us to relate it.
Oga, in Enugu, Yoruba get houses. Oga, Obama chop all over Igbo land. Obama chop people all over Igbo land. Because those ones, they don't fear. Yoruba man from Ogun State believe that if he goes to Omuaya, they will kill him and eat his meat. That's why most of the girls I wanted to marry in those days, when I came to Lagos, they ran away from me. I said, "Why?" I said, Omo Alejo, Omo Ibo Njanyo. He said, I'm a stranger. Only Ibo, Natano Mado. Say, we they eat flesh. So that's it. Igbo man, we go anywhere, we buy land. We buy in Maputo. Yeah, my brother built a house for his in-law in Maputo, Mozambique. Yes. That's what we do. Wherever we go, we develop that place. See, Kola, let me tell you, if the whole Nigerians will get the kind of heart Igbo man gets, we will never be frustrated like this. Because Igbo man go to beat drum. People go to Igbos go to dance right. Yoruba will start dancing your left hand side. Fulani will start jumping up. Why can't we be cohesive? There should be cohesion among us. Are you listening to me? Somebody will become a president, he will employ only his people. Buhari become a president, Fulani feel everywhere. Tinubu become a president, Hausa, they are fighting Tinubu now and say, why did you allow only Yoruba? While during their turn, they allow only Fulani. Fulani, Hausa. Even in area where they are not good, this man, Buhari, allow Fulani and the Hausa there. They mess it up. How could they allow Minister of Education for Adamu? You know the meaning of Adamu in Igbo land. Adamu, the meaning in Igbo land is Mugu, Mumu, we don't know anything. That's the meaning of Adamu. If somebody call you Adamu in Igbo land, he don't finish you. And that Minister of Education behave like Gene, Mugu, Mumu, double Adamu.
Thank you.
How could you allow somebody like Patu Tomi to be wasting? Allow somebody like Femi Falana to be wasted. Allow somebody like Adechino, somebody like Fani Kayode. Why not make him Minister of Education? He go carry Adamu from inside bush. Adamu where the real nama cow. So let me tell you, now that Tinubu is there, Tinubu should know that this office is fitted for Igbo man. Put him there. This one, Niger man, put him there. This one across river, put him there. It should be interwoven, and we are going to get good results.
That's the federal character.
Thank you. Now, Minister of Aviation, see Festus Kayamo there. What does Festus Kayamo know? A lawyer. That is how they carry Minister of Power. NEPA, everything about electricity. Give Fachola. Fachola hair turned to white under 1 month because he doesn't know anything about electricity. A lawyer. Minister of what? Can Fachola do that?
No, it's all about administration.
Administratively, nobody. Oga, wait. Nobody's born an administrator.
Yeah.
We can see go school and learn management and whatever technology. Yeah. See, listen. I want to chop you. When Batin Naji was there, that was how Minister of Power. Yeah. That was how this power station now that send everywhere blaze in Nigeria. You know, say there's fire on the mountain. Yes. Run. Batin Naji started it. That was what he learned in America. He was invited over by Jonathan administration. He took it upon himself and look at it, it's working. Okay? Bola Igwe was once Minister of Justice, I think. Justice. Thank you. He read it. Later, yes. He read it, sir. Yes. Bola Igwe was the next world person to head World High Court in Hague. He was shot 22 December, I think. Yes. 2001. He was shot. That is where Baba Bola Igwe is fitted in. Okonjo-Iweala was made finance minister by Obasanjo. That was where she's fitted in. He did well. How could you carry Minister of Finance and give that Fulani woman where they rub eye shadow all over her face? Does he know it? Does he know how economy? And they talk now. Cardoso is now managing Central Bank of Nigeria. Nobody has ever known him before. Though I know he might be good in that field.
That's his field.
Thank you, but we don't know him.
Must you know him before he performs?
No, we must know somebody now because at least there are better hands than him.
You didn't know Adechino before he came?
Adechino, I know him as president of African Development Bank for a very long time.
Later. That was later.
Okay,
before
later.
He became Minister for Agriculture.
Yes.
We didn't know him.
We didn't know him.
And he performed well.
Okay, wait. This appointment, it shouldn't be compensation thing. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It should be on merit and competence. If you know what I can do, give it to me, let me do it. Don't give me because I help you steal money or keep money. Okay, look at most of the appointments. How did Festus Kayamo fit into Ministry of Aviation? He's now talking nonsense. He's telling us that Emirates, they will start flying very soon. October, I think he said April 14. He said they will resume flights. Now so they forecast like a meteorologist, those ones on the tower at airports. He's forecasting because he doesn't know it. The best aviation minister Nigeria has ever produced is, you know him? You don't know. Stella Odua, he did well. She did well. Stella Odua did well.
Can you?
She did well. No, be so tribal bigot. He's an Igbo woman, Kule. No, be bigot. Nothing like bigotry here. Oh God, there's nothing like that. Oh God, come and talk to your own.
No. Yes, please. No, stay, Mr. Raf. Let's.
I think Oduwada is saying is the worst ever aviation minister we've ever had.
She had an issue.
She had an issue. She
BMW
stole Nigerian money.
BMW that she bought for officials, airport aviation officials. How much did he buy it? Tinubu, your papa, when they rule Nigeria, has C2 with money. Right from the outset, he's a president today. Tinubu loaded do that, what do you call it, bullion van with monop to 4. Tinubu is Nigerian president. Tinubu did not declare his assets today. Tinubu is Nigerian president. You always point at your brother. He do this, he do this. While your own, you don't see it.
My brother. Okay, no, let him talk. Let him talk.
This guy,
No, you said you wanted to come. You said you wanted to come and say it.
Please,
Kule, wait. I don't engage you. I don't engage you. You always tell lies. You always tell lies.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Nii, can I have you this morning? Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Nii. You're welcome to bystanders at the newsstand today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Shaibu Obaseki issue.
Yeah.
Is that good for democracy?
Well, you see, yeah, I think it's what it is. The state legislative arm,
You go ahead.
they went through the right process and they impeached Shaibu because that was a decision of the majority of the House. You know, I mean, anything that's happening in those states, to me, well, I don't have any business with them. But you see, the people of the states are not complaining. I think most of the Edolites are even happy. They call Shaibu a talkative. They say he's a betrayer. He betrayed his political master. So, I mean, he's getting what he deserves. And I'm not surprised. So, I mean, yes, that's democracy. There's nothing to say more than that. It's democracy.
Democracy. Why do you use the word that's democracy?
In democracy, there are ways to impeach people. And when that step is being followed, of course, it is democracy. It wasn't as if the government impeached him by fiat. They went through the state assembly. They voted against it. And it was, it was proven. Then he has to leave. I mean, that's democracy. The same thing can apply to the president. But you see, in the federal level, right, people don't demand for legislative arm to be effective. Even in the states, people don't demand for it. Let me tell you that I have always said that the national assemblies and the state assemblies are the biggest problem we have. Look at what they are doing to Fubara in Rivers State. Let me tell you, Akpabio and the remaining National Assembly members, if they were actually working for us, what they will be discussing today is how they want to strangulate Tinubu. It's as simple as that. But you and I, do we hold them responsible? We don't. We don't care about the National Assembly. Everybody is particular about the president. And this is why the president will now look like a god. Everybody is complaining about the NEPA tariff hike, right? The electricity tariff hike. The people who are solely responsible to curtail or call back that or a reversal of that policy at the National Assembly, where are they? They said they are on break. Do you see people protest there? Mr. Kadesh, I can tell you since 1999, people have not protested in front of National Assembly block up to 3 times. Nigerians are illiterate when it comes to democracy. People don't know how democracy works.
What happened each time they protested?
Listen to me. They don't go to National Assembly block. You don't go around and block the road. People don't go to Lekki toll gate and block it. That people, your wife might want to go and deliver and she can't. I mean, that is a trample on your own civic rights. Go to the National Assembly block. Sit there. If Nigerians can go to Nigeria Army during the tribunal, the election tribunal, not one single person was shot. They were saying that military come and take over. Did anything happen to them? Nigerians don't go to the right place to protest. If you want to get to the president, go to the National Assembly. Listen, when Nigerians talked about this 160 million SUV, I don't know if you recall, when Nigerians were shouting about the 160 million SUV, I mean, we saw some little reactions from the Nigerians. And you could see that the National Assembly, the senators, they didn't like it. They were saying that they should leave us alone. Are we the only one? They should look at the ministers. You could recall, they said, look at the ministers of the president. This is our own constitutional right. We are not ready.
Okay, now.
And I keep saying it. We are not ready. If you want democracy to work, you as the people, you must be an active citizen. The Americans don't open their eyes when things go wrong. They'll protest. Sometimes they get injured, sometimes they get arrested, but they don't stop at that. They go all out. Look at what happened in Senegal. People died in Senegal, but at the end of the day, they achieved what they needed to achieve. I am not saying people should go and kill themselves, but people die every day in Nigeria. And that's the truth.
Yes, let's look at 60 Federal House of Reps members have threatened to decamp from the People's Democratic Party if the acting chairman does not resign.
PDP is just a political party that is in shambles. They are troubled. I mean, they have this internal crisis that has consumed them, and nobody takes them serious anymore. You know, it is unfortunate how the biggest political party in Africa has become a shadow of itself today. You know, in 1999, PDP did, exceptionally well when it comes to economic, interventions. I mean, they were able to bring Nigeria back to its old glories. But look at what PDP has become today. They have themselves to be blamed. They had produced terrible leaders who couldn't manage the party, who don't understand that it is when your political party, which is your political base, is stable, that you can begin to go far in political contests. Today, PDP is so fractured. Right as we speak today, PDP is still fractured, whereby Wike still has his loyalists. These people who we are talking about, they are all Wike loyalists. These 60 House of Reps.
No. One of their complaints is the fact that they want to remove Damagum because Damagum wants to hand over the party structure to Wike.
Okay, where do they want to decamp?
Well, there are other parties.
They cannot decamp to Labour Party. That's the reality.
What makes you say that?
No, they won't. No politician in Nigeria today wants to lose his political relevance, and he wouldn't want to jeopardize or risk his re-election. No political party. The two political parties that has that political weight to always reassure you that you get re-elected is PDP and APC as it stands today.
So you mean the Labour Party does not have any strong thing within this political...
No, it is glaring. It is glaring. All the political contests that you have been listening to in the National Assembly, right? All the infighting that has been going on in the National Assembly has always been between the APC and PDP. The Labour Party guys are nowhere to be found. The Labour Party House of Reps, the Labour Party senators, they are nowhere to be found. In PDP, in Enugu, we saw how Labour Party state, State House of Reps and all that, how they decamped to PDP. I think that was 2 weeks ago, about 6 to 7 of them. So Labour Party, as it stands in scheme of things, they are not yet that significant.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me have Mr. Olasukan. He was the first person actually today. Yes, Mr. Rilwan, you're welcome to the bystanders at Newstown this morning.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yes, Better Edu Educate. EFCC recovers 30 billion naira, probes 50 bank accounts. And there are still some Nigerians that are begging the president that Better Edu should be brought back. There are still some accusations that the Minister of Interior, and allegations basically, that the Minister of Interior has a hand in some of these things.
Thanks for having me. Let me start like I always start my first topic. John 8 verse 82. Jesus says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Better Edu is reflection of most of our politicians. You understand what I'm saying? Better Edu is that reflection. She's a typical Nigerian politician who have only gone to power to steal and to accumulate wealth. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the issues. If you want to know the future of any nation, look at the youths of that nation. If you want to know. That's what I'm always asking. I've been asking, does Nigeria have a future? Because as a country, do we really have a future? People that are defending this lady now, she has been paid. See, if you're on Twitter, you need to be on Twitter to know what is happening most in Nigeria. The people that are defending her, they are being paid. They call it gig, GIG. They give them something to do misinformation. For example, if you wake up in the morning in Nigeria, all you see is Obi, 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 for example, Igbo. These are paid. These are people that are being paid to come and spew hatred, lies, and bigotry. Same thing now. You know that those people that are defending that lady, they are being paid. How can somebody that became a minister in less than 6 months be able to steal this amount of money? And now people are still. Let me tell you, if it were to be in China, this lady now they will have killed her. But in Nigeria, some youth are now asking her to come back because of how much. Go and check the amount they paid to those people as a gift, like maybe 100,000 naira. Because of 100,000, I go to mortgage your future. You understand? So these are the questions that we should ask ourselves in this nation. What is the future? Because that question comes every time. If you want to know the future of any nation, just sit back and look at what the youth are doing presently. The youth are busy fighting themselves. The youth should take charge of their country, but they take charge more of their football club than their country. You hear an Arsenal fan, for example, say, I want to buy a player, 80 million. If Arsenal loses, Chelsea loses, Man U loses, they get more pain. But if they hear somebody steal 80 billion, they will say, God will judge the person. You understand? You get more pain to see your club that offers you nothing other than watching them. But in your country, somebody has stolen amount of money. The only thing you can do to sit back and say, God will judge them. Is God coming to fight for you? And by the way, I've always been saying it. I want to ask you a question. When we were young, they said, children are the leaders of tomorrow. Youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Do you believe it? Because in Nigeria, the elders are the leaders of tomorrow. There seems to be no future for the youth in Nigeria. The elders are leaders of 44 years old became president in Senegal. 44-year-old man in Lagos will have to go and prostrate to a man that can become a local government chairman. We know. It's not an insult. 44-year-old man will have to go and meet another person from the north, from anywhere, prostrate, how to be local government chairman. 44-year-old can only be as good to be SSA. Even in Nigeria, SA have SSA.
Like she already said.
You understand? That's why I'm saying that it seems, not that even it seems, in Nigeria, the elders, look at the people that are becoming president. They have been relevant for over 30 years. The gates have been closed to the youth. The only thing they can become is to be local government chairman, SA. And funny enough, if not give one of them a chance, few of them, those ones, they will misuse it. Because how old was former governor of Kogi State, Bello? How old was he? He was given a chance, which is good. But his performance, look at what I do. So how old is she now? You came to Shiloh to do a testimony. Oh, thank God. Papa prayed for me. I'll become a minister. Okay, you have become the Papa prayed for you to go and see, to go and accumulate amount of wealth. No, this is the question. Isn't there not there? You understand? I'm not a critic. I'm not for anybody. Yes, I'm obedient, full chest. But even if my leader, look for example, this year, the saddest news that have happened to me this year, not dollar and everything, that Peter Obi want to run with El-Rufai. Nonsense. What bad news? Yeah, I would rather vote for MC Olomon and Abubakar Shekau. I would rather vote for MC Olomon and Shehu Gumi.
Why do you not want that combination?
That's a combination. See, it is not by winning. See, that's the problem people have. It's not by winning election. It is what you do with power. You understand? Let me tell you, being a leader with no impact is a waste of time and resources. You have wasted people's time. It's not by winning election. Yes, you can win election. But what have you now done with that mandate that you are ruling the nation? If I told somebody something, I said, in Nigeria, insecurity will not go. They asked me why. I said, I'm sorry to say, but look at the antecedent of our current vice president. I'm not talking more than that. If a person like El-Rufai becomes a vice, or let me say even a running mate to Peter Obi, how am I an obedient? How am I going to start defending El-Rufai? Well, his former governor now, his predecessor. Yes, successor now. He said El-Rufai accumulates some amount of money that I cannot pay salaries. How am I going to defend this? El-Rufai was the first governor in Kaduna State to start Muslim tickets in Kaduna. Yeah. It was Muslim Christian. How am I going to defend such a man? He was better than Southern Kaduna, I see how Christians are being killed every day. I as a Christian, so where are we obedience coming from? That's why immediately we heard the news, we ran to our Twitter space and said, no, Peter Obi should listen to me. I would rather support Sheu Gumi and MC Olomo. I see, it's not about politics, it's about impact. Leadership with no impact is a waste of time and resources. You understand? Jonathan, for example, built 14 universities in the north. It's a fact. Anything I say, I always say it. It's what your eyes can see, you can feel that, you can touch, you can hear. Jonathan built 14 universities in the north, but he was removed because their thinking is an Igbo man. He was removed by a conspiracy of Yoruba elders from Yoruba politicians and from the north. The man did well. Under Jonathan, I'm going there was protest in Nigeria. The man removed fuel subsidy. You saw how people went to Ojota. I'm sad here to say it that I've always stood at the right side of history. For once, I never went to Ojota. I can see that this is a plan, this is a game. They were dancing in Ojota. A professor went there. A Christian religious figure went there. That same professor called Jonathan a Nebuchadnezzar. That same professor called Goodluck Jonathan wife. He called his wife a hippopotamus. That man is alive today. Nothing. Everywhere is quiet. So these are the hypocrisy. Like Allah said yesterday, Nigeria is sitting on a tripod. Remove one, how can it stand? The same thing. That hypocrisy is the reason why we always come here. It seems like we are not complaining. No nation can move forward where there's no justice, peace, and equity. You understand? That hypocrisy is the problem. Under Jonathan, we are all shouting like a lion. Now everybody's as dumb as a lamb. Nobody is saying anything. Continue. Let me.
Yeah. Finally, Shaibu and Obaseki, it has finally happened. Shaibu has been ousted. Somebody from Labour Party became deputy governor all of a sudden. Has this been what they've been planning for?
Yes. Now, you know the reason why I came out openly is that I don't support any political party. Until today, they know I don't support any political party. If a politician does what I say it, I'm obedient because of Peter Obi. For example, if Peter Obi picks somebody like Rufai, I leave. It's simple. I'm not being paid. Nobody's giving me anything. I just feel that this person is the right person. Shaibu, I'm not from Edo State, but it seems that there are 3 senatorial zones: Edo South, the Benin, Edo North, the people of Adams Shomode, then Edo Central. It seems that the people of the center, they've not become governor before. And you now, which is your right to us, I don't really believe in zoning. I believe in just security and fairness. I don't believe in zoning because zoning is the problem why you have all this in Nigeria. For example, if Super Eagles is playing, we don't care where the players come from. We want to see them achieve victory. But when it comes to politics, it's where we start choosing somebody. Even if he's incompetent, it must be from our tribe and religion. Do you understand? So I don't support zoning. But on that Edo issue, naturally, I'm an obedient. Okay, naturally, to them, it should go to the Shan people. I think maybe that PDP, that person is from PDP, from that side. So if they feel that is their own way to go, you understand? They should go there. And one thing I don't know what PDP has become nowadays. In Nigeria, the PDP seems to be the only party in Nigeria. Then they understood the complexity of Nigeria. Let me give you an example before I go. Obasanjo picked competent people from different tribes. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was our Minister of Finance. Today, she's the head of World Trade Organization. You understand? Our best ever NAFDAC chairman, may also rest in peace, Dr. Dora Akunyili, a very good woman. Professor, yes, they are very good woman. Obasanjo picked them. Then Jonathan, Yar'Adua continued again. They pick people from different zones to carry them along. Then Jonathan, before I was ousted, but since the beginning of this APC, it seems that they only come for their own region, like Buhari did. Everybody in the defense sector. Then in security architecture, they seem to be from the north. I complained, but I don't support injustice. Now we are having president from our own side, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It seems again that's a Buhari government seems like a northern government. This one seems like a Yoruba government. Everybody from the financial sector and now from Yoruba land, from Minister of Finance, CBN chairman to FIROS to customs, where everybody in the finance sector now are from Yoruba. That's what I am against. Nigeria is one country, and everybody should be carried along and should be included. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for
very
having me.
much. Yes, let me have Pastor Matthew.
Pastor Matthew.
Please. Thank you very much. You're welcome to bystand
Well done, sir.
at the newsstand.
Well done, sir.
This morning, yes, there's something that we are not taking consideration of, and that's this app that the federal government has just designed to monitor ministers. Do you think at this time we need that? Do you think it can be useful? And if it can be useful, how do you think that can help us as a country?
I've not gotten the full knowledge of how it's going to work, but anything that brings efficiency, transparency, I think is a welcome development. Because I think the problem in this part of the world is the ability to make government functionaries conduct themselves to conform to the rule of law. Because they believe that if they do anything contrary, they always have their way. We have seen instances where Nigerians will be accused of grave related offense. You will not see them showing remorse, because one way or the other, they have a way of getting out of it. We have seen instances where former governors will be prosecuted to the point of Supreme Court. The government through EFC securing conviction. At the end of the day, you see them have a way of going back to undo everything that the government through EFC spent money, time to achieve. A case they had is even funny under Muhammadu Buhari, where two former governors that were convicted, when there was no any other route to undo it, you know what they did? They went and made Mr. President to abuse his prerogative of mercy, and they were pardoned. So if there's any system being put in place to check ministers, other commissioners, I think it's a welcome development if you ask me.
Okay, somebody, you have said it that you don't know how it works technically. Okay, now let's look at the area of 60 PDP members who are threatening that if Damagun does not leave.
But let me quickly remind you that Mr. Abiodun from USC sent 30,000. Sequel to that, okay.
Sequel to that.
Yes. Yes. Now, you are talking about Damagun.
Yes.
Let me say that if PDP is not careful, they already have a cancer. There is a saying that a cancer you refuse to treat will eventually come to destroy and kill that person. I don't know why PDP leadership should be pampering Wike and allow Wike to be their member. Whether we like it or not, it's clear that Wike do not mean well for that party. As it stands, Wike have right to determine where he pitches tents. He have right of freedom of, he have his freedom of right to his freedom of association and all that. As it stands, it's not the PDP leadership in Rivers State is loyal to Wike. The APC leadership in Rivers State is loyal to Wike. So such character is still in PDP.
Now, with what they are saying, he said Damagun is handling the party machinery to Wike. That is why they don't trust him anymore and they want him to. But somebody raised an issue that even these reps members, which party do you think they are from?
That is why they are even starting too late. Because for me, there was no point after that election seeing the role Wike played, how he supported Tinubu, who is now the president, how he had been compensated with the minister of FCT. There was no point in the leadership of the party allowing him to step to this moment. And where he stands, he will not go down without a fight, even if you want to eject him from the party. He's going to drag you to court. So if PDP is not careful, Wike is going to destroy that party. So I don't know how they hope to wringle out of it, because it's like a thorn in the throat of PDP the way it stands. Look at how even a Fubara played into the hand of Wike by technically disbanding his own house membership that were loyal to him. Currently, who was the fractional speaker of the House of Assembly, is now his chief of staff and has renounced his membership of this house and his position as a representative of the constituency. So where did I leave Fubera? At the mercy of Wike. But let me quickly touch about this 1 billion loan from
yes, oil to cash.
Yes, the one that is coming from African Import-Export Bank, Afreximbank. I don't know how federal government hopes to sustain this, because the gain we are seeing that the naira is recording, it is, will I call it artificial? Because you are borrowing dollar to inject into our economy to fight against dollar. Now, the way it stands, you are even pledging 164.25 million barrels of crude as a way of paying back for the loan. The total amount of the loan is 3.3 billion US dollar.
That's the total payback.
No, the total amount they are getting. It is a syndicated loan. Syndicated in the sense that you have many lenders bringing the money together, coming under the same term to give out the loan. But what I'm saying is, I hope, how do we sustain this? Because it stands, Nigerian government or Nigeria as an entity will be parting with 164.25 million barrels of crude. And it's going to be, our government have committed itself to be paying with 90,000 barrels of crude every day. So I don't know whether the government will be able to sustain it, because I think it's the last tranche and it's coming at the end of this month. If we exhaust this tranche and maybe where we're able to push the exchange rate is to maybe 800 naira to $1. Going forward, we are not earning in equivalent of that borrowing on monthly basis, because we started receiving this money since January. So if it is 3.3 billion, it means we are getting an average of $1 billion a month since January to date to fight dollar scarcity. Now, if we finish this, drawing this money at the end of this month, where do we hope to get extra 1 billion next month going forward to fight the scarcity? That's where the issue of sustainability comes in. That's where the vacuum will not come in. That's where we now say, okay, are we producing enough to sell, to export, to earn the required foreign exchange? Because that is enough. That's what we needed to do if we needed to get enough forest to meet our dollar obligation. Since we are not getting enough export to meet our dollar obligation, that's why federal government has resorted to borrowing. Now, the argument, like I've said, is this. When we draw this last tranche of 1 billion that is coming now, maybe we're able to push the exchange rate to $800 to a naira. Sorry, 800 naira to $1. Going forward, where do we hope to get extra $1 billion to continue this trajectory? It's a question, a puzzle that I will leave government to answer.
Okay, what would you have suggested before now that could have helped us without this oil for cash flow?
What I would have suggested, and what is a popular opinion, and what is achievable, what is sustainable, is diversification of the economy into agriculture with immediate effects. It is no rocket science. The money we are freeing from crude oil, subsidy removal on gasoline. Federal government have told us that at the end of the year, we are expecting to earn 4 trillion naira. As the money is going as we are making our sales, why don't you put into massive cultivation of grains? Who said we cannot export wheat? Who said we cannot export rice? Who said we cannot export maize, millet, beans, name it, and earn foreign exchange? Because by the time you start drawing this money and you end the, you finish drawing it, where do you now get extra money of such to sustain the gain Naira is getting against dollar? So it means we may be forced to go back to the drawing board where Naira will start crashing heavily against dollar, because there will be no available liquidity in terms of dollar to meet our dollar obligation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much to all our viewers at home. We have come to the end of Bystanders at the newsstand for today. I say thank you very much. We say thank you to all our viewers from across the globe who have supported us one way or the other. We thank Udeze Chima. We thank Mr. Taiwo Odrolade. We thank Uku Oji. We thank Blessed One. We thank Omoba. We thank you all for your support all the time. We thank Romero Ray. And also we thank Anthony from Germany. Anthony says we should say a very big holiday, very happy holiday to all of us. And he assures that before the end of this holiday, he's going to make sure that we all smile here. Thank you very much. Hope to see you tomorrow. And please do not forget, it's Ramadan Mubarak, and let's live peacefully. Let's live in unity. Let's be careful of our outing. Let's know where we go. Let's know everything about our surroundings, and let's be watchful at this time. Ramadan Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers. Thanks. Bye for now. My name remains Koladi Folarin Kadesh Prince. Have a lovely evening.